You got me running. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Raise your hands up. Raise them up.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Forex Trading Asia Daily Currency Call. This is episode 343. It's the 28th of July, 11 a.m. here in Singapore, GMT +8. Okay, so if it's your first time here, a big welcome. We do this currency call every Monday to Friday, and the currency we analyze is as follows: Monday, Aussie and Kiwi; Tuesday, Euro; Wednesday, Pound, which is today; Thursday, Yen and Gold; and Friday, Canadian Dollar and cryptocurrencies. Okay, so this currency call, you will get market economic updates, key support resistance levels, trade ideas, and more. So in this currency call, it's going to be very beneficial to both the long-term investors and short-term traders. Here we'll be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, and also highlighting potential targets and risk. So a disclaimer here, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speakers, so please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Okay, so tomorrow is the FOMC. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow or later tonight. Yeah, 2 a.m. GMT +8. It's the FOMC's press release, statement release, and we covered that yesterday. So if you want to find out more about our views about that, check out the video yesterday. So today we will just jump straight into the charts for the dollar index with Scott Andrews from Forex Briefcase Australia. Scott.
All right, thank you, John Wee. And in regards to that as well, guys, the currency call yesterday, minutes 2 from minute to minute 15 is when Gim Hong goes into detail as well. It is 13 or so minutes. I would strongly recommend you do view it as well just before to give you a little heads up into what to pay attention to in regards to further meetings as well. So that is just a timestamp as well for that. Now to the charts here, thanks to Sam Trade. So US dollar, and it was mentioned, I wasn't in the EchoFin group later in the evening, and it looks like I missed out on some nice interactions. There was a breakthrough 92.50 as well. So I've got this line here, and that was a recent low, and we did see it break. It was interesting because we actually saw the equity markets, NASDAQ, S&P 500, it actually pulled back a little bit, and that typically will see a little bit of an uplift to the US dollar. Recently, that's been the relationship. But what I will show now is the news that did come out as well last night, and it did see we had some durable goods data out as well. So I'll just bring this now with Forex Trading Asia. So we've got news from yesterday. Yesterday evening, we saw core durable goods orders was a miss at 0.3, forecast at 0.8. We saw durable goods orders down 0.8%, expected was 2.1. Now, I just want to provide a little bit of context into this after I talk about the consumer confidence number. That was a beat as well on expectations. So what we did see was, the pullback and then a small recovery in the US dollar, but the bullish case still remains. And I just want to quickly talk about the durable goods orders. I've just got an article here to just share. So I just want to delve into a little bit more detail about the durable goods orders and why the bullish case still remains as well on the US dollar as well. So we've got this here. We did obviously see it miss expectations, but what I briefly want to touch upon is when we have a look at what makes up the actual data itself, we saw that with the jump in orders for transport equipment, durable goods orders rose by 0.3% in June, following a 0.5% increase in May. And then if we go down a little bit here, we can see that meanwhile, so non-defense capital goods, excluding aircraft, a key indicator of business spending. It rose by 0.5% in June, matching the revised increase in May. So there is still suggestions that there is consistent growth in underlying durable goods orders, slowing only gradually over the coming months. So we still, in the medium term, the next few months, there's still a strong bullish case for the US dollar. Now, quickly, just back to the charts here, just to sort of sum up a view on, an intraday to shorter term trading opportunity. And, frankly, it is a little bit of stubbornness there with the US dollar as well. And just to the chart here, a flush out like this, is something that's healthy to see. We seem to have found a bit of a bottom down at 92.60. There we go. 92.29 was the bottom there. So, in the lead up to the FOMC, what we might see is a bit of front running. So we could see some upside here. So there could be, a few pips to be made. But, in regards to this, there's probably more opportunities elsewhere. Daniel had a good call in the afternoon yesterday on the CAD yen. I took that trade, and, if you're around, that was really nice. So it was perfect timing. It broke through the support level. So that was nice. But in regards to shorter term trades, guys, wait to see the daily candle close tomorrow morning, GMT +8 around 5 or 6 a.m. before any trade on the US dollar right now.
Okay, thanks for that, Scott. Right, so today is Wednesday. The currency in focus is pound. And we have Jin Dao Tai here, founder of LCMS Traders, a multi-million-dollar trader trading account with more than US $15 million on a daily basis. All right, Jin, I'll pass it to you for the pound analysis.
All right, thanks for that, Jinwei. So what I want to try and do for Traders Club members, you already know that you've already seen this yesterday, but for those of you who are not in the club and those of you who are joining us here on the Zoom call, what I want to try and get you to do is look at this and tell me, vote it in the poll. Is it spinning in a clockwise or in a counterclockwise direction for you? I mean, do you see it spinning in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction? This is in relation to something I'm working on at this point in time. I'm working on right now. So I'll give you a minute. If everybody can help me out, vote, and then it'll be I would love to see the results on this. You have to vote. If not, I'm not moving on to the pound analysis. Still about 10 of you, 40% of you have not voted yet. Anyone else? We get more people voting. Good stuff, come on. Okay, so just to share with you, it's quite interesting that almost 70% of you see it spinning in a clockwise direction, and about 30% of you see it spinning in a counterclockwise direction. There is no right or wrong answer to this. It's just a little bit, this is a whole right brain, left brain kind of analysis. I will, as we progress along from here onwards, give you a little bit more tidbits about this whole right brain, left brain analysis, and also how it applies to your trades. So a lot more things being developed here. Stay tuned. This is going to be quite interesting, and I really believe it's going to be super, super useful to your overall trading progress, results, and consistency as well. So stay tuned for that. I will share with you more as my research and analysis progresses along. So with that said, now as promised, we will be looking at the pound dollar. This is the pound dollar on the H4 time frame. Let me just move this screen away. The lady spinning around is making me dizzy. Okay, the pound dollar on the H4 time frame, we've seen, as Scott was sharing with you, that drop in the dollar index has resulted in the pound dollar on the H4 time frame, bouncing off this 1.3778 level, rocketing in two candles in 8 hours, rocketing a good 110 pips upwards towards that 1.3911 resistance level. Okay, so before we look into the news, before we look at what could move prices, pay attention here, 1.3911 as a resistance. The last time we were at this point was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, early 2 weeks ago, where it hit, came back down, hit the second time, came back down. 3 weeks ago, hit this level, came back down, and then also 4 weeks ago, where it broke from this point, where it broke downwards from this point. So 1.3911 is very crucial. It's a very crucial point that it's revisited or visited and revisited several times over the last couple of weeks. At this point right now, I say that it's going to be quite interesting with how Scott was saying is a healthy retracement in the dollar index. We could see it as a retracement with the resumption of the upwards trend coming around for the dollar index. And if that happens, if we see it as a retracement, then a resumption of the dollar index, if that happens, we could see it moving back down again. But if it's not a retracement, but a reversal, then we could see it shooting straight upwards from this point. Okay, so at this level, it's either an up or a down. What could move that price from this level? Looking here at the forextradingasia.com economic calendar, today being, where is it? Today being Wednesday, right? Today being Wednesday, we do have some pound news, but these are not big price movers. We've got the Canadian CPI number tonight to be released at 8:30, so pay attention to that. I think Daniel will tell you more about live trading tonight. And then we have the FOMC statement, as we've been talking about for the last couple of days this week. Despite it not going to have a big surprise, we're not expecting any rate changes. We're not expecting groundbreaking news from the statement or the press conference. I anticipate that the progressive or the consistent approach coming from the FOMC and possibly some positivity, right? It's going to sound a bit like, you know, the data has been going well. We've seen improvements in PMI, GDP, or possibly GDP on Thursday. We've seen employment numbers do well. We're possibly going to see this retracement on the dollar index as a short-term move with some positivity from the FOMC. And then you can see throughout the Thursday, we have GDP numbers to be released for the US. Spoke about that, looking at some good numbers coming from the US. And then again, nationwide HPI numbers for the UK, which I don't anticipate to be big price movers. And then nothing much else for Friday. So you can see that one thing to take note of is we don't have big news coming from the UK in terms of what could move it significantly higher or lower. The main thing to focus on here will be the FOMC news on Thursday morning at 2 a.m. and also the GDP number on Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. GMT plus 8. These are most likely, and if it does come out at that 8.5 number or maybe 8.3, we're going to see very good strength in the dollar. So with that good strength in the dollar, this gives me that hint towards what could happen on the pound dollar. It's most likely going to react towards this 1.3911 level. I see further a retracement or bounce off this resistance level towards the downside. This is possibly very good selling opportunities. If it rejects this resistance level, you could be looking at a 35 pip stop loss towards the upside above 1.3911, immediate take profit at about 50 pips, and possibly the next level at about 100 100 pips. So you're looking at 35 pips stop loss, 100 pip take profit level, easy one, almost 1:3 risk reward ratio towards the downside. All you have to do, or one of the things you have to do, is make sure that it sit there and wait for it to reject this resistance level, and also for the economic driver in terms of the GDP number to be a good number for it to push lower off this resistance level. So once we see, if we do see the pound dollar reject this 1.3911 towards the downside, this could also translate back to the euro pound. Remember yesterday when I spoke about the euro pound saying that it was likely to break this 85.38 level towards the downside, not a big trading opportunity there. I think that at this point, if we see the pound dollar dropping, this could push the euro pound towards the upside. As a good support level, 2 weeks ago, it's hit this point and bounced quite strong, well, very strongly upwards. I think that if we see the pound dollar drop, we can see this as another good support level to push the euro pound back up towards the 8538 and possibly even towards the 8580 resistance levels.
All right, thanks for that, Jin. Yep, so a disclaimer here, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion views of the speakers. So yeah, remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Okay, just now Scott mentioned Daniel had a head yen trade idea posted up in the Traders Club. I'm going to just get Daniel to share that really quickly. Yeah, Daniel.
Okay, thanks, Jinwei. So it was on Monday, evening. We were looking at the group coaching sessions. We had a lot of trade ideas, and really we had euro yen. We were preparing for a lot of yen pairs, the euro yen, CAD yen, pound yen, and we were looking at the chart. So one of the trade ideas in the LCMS Traders Club, we had a CAD yen sell trade idea, a very nice CAD trade idea where we said, look for a sell trade and where at which point to sell. We were looking at like CAD yen sell 87.5. Maybe let me share with you where we put it in the club here itself. Okay, let me share. See, you can see here, we actually put it in the trade ideas. Lots of people will put in the trade ideas, especially the coaches, and a lot of members here as well. We put it in, and this was one of the trade ideas that was actually analyzed on the Monday group coaching sessions. That was CAD yen, sell at 87.45, stop loss 40 pips, take profit 80 pips, and we said, hey, looking at it, we were waiting for it just to break below the level and to take a trade. And that's what we did. So right now in our charts, let me share the charts right now. Okay, let's see here. Let me get my charts. Where's my charts? Here you go. Okay, so you can see on my chart here right now, I already shifted my stop loss lower to already secure about 5 pips. I want to wait it to move in because it actually moved out of the late night, and early morning. It moves out of Bollinger Band. Usually I would have exited here, and this is about, looking at the entry, is about 40 pips already. It went down as close to maybe after the spread and taking account the spread, take away stuff, you'll be about profit about 30, almost 37, 30, 36, 37 pips. But now it moved back in this morning. I look at it, it seems to be moving back into Bollinger Band with a possibility of moving still the downward trend coming in. I'm going to hold on and see how it moves. However, I could see that the fast MACD may be turning up already, so I'm going to prepare myself to hold on to that, to make a decision. If it does cross up, it tells me a change in momentum, I may exit out the trade as well. So you could see here, a very, very nice, we have Monday group coaching sessions and on Wednesdays. Tonight, actually at 9 p.m., we have a live trading sessions. once again, we have lots of people. I hear a lot of people mentioning that they have no time to trade, so that they have no time to trade. They come back very tired. They only have 1 hour. So we will show you at 9 to 10 p.m. We come together as a community, motivate each other to look for possible trades, how to prepare within all, and take trade ideas, or if there's a trade, we can take the trade and be profitable together. So do come in tonight for members here. Do come in at 9 p.m. today, 9 to 10, where the US market is opening. We can prepare and trade together as a community. But those of you who are not a member yet, do join us at here. Okay, so let me share it with you. Share it here. Let me see. Here it is at LCMS Traders. Traders Club .lcms.com.sg. It is worth thousands. This one here, just join at $49 a month. That is as much as possible for you to be profitable in trading. Now, if you want to achieve your success and want to be motivated in trading, come and join here, and we'll see you tonight.
Yeah, thanks for that, Daniel. Yeah, so I pasted the link in the chat. Yeah, if you need more coaching, support, more trade ideas throughout the day, analysis, breaking news analysis, watch lists, yeah, Traders Club is the place to be. To check out the link. And yeah, we have come to the end of the session today. We'll see you guys tomorrow, Thursday, for the Yen and Gold session. Thank you so much and goodbye.